Video JR, welcome. That is so kind. It's good to be here. What am I doing? I need to share my screen. Oh, that's not. Oh, I need to. Jeez. I need to add in. Oh, wow. Need to add in. Now it's just showing my screen. I was messing with cameras before this, and so now it's going to be all fickle. Let's see. That's on, that's off. Stand by. Technical difficulties. Let's see. Let's just add a new device. Add a new device. Add a video capture device. Here we go. This is going to work perfect. Now I just got to make myself into the corner. Beautiful. Drag that down a little bit. Okay. Where we are starting this evening is with toploaded.io, pre-con profits, taking a look at if you have 15% fees, which goes to, a broad number of things, but mostly the TCG player fees, and then shipping is another thing. So perhaps sometimes the percent here needs to be higher. But anyway, 15% is a rough estimate. We're an established seller. We don't care about velocity. We do care, but it's okay. Things move very slowly. And the minimum card value of 40 cents with a minimum return is we want 15 cents. 15%. Then this is what we're looking at. We're looking at 3 A tier decks, 10 B tier decks, 7 C tier decks. And this is fascinating. Oh, it's fascinating that you can make money on these Murder Karlov decks somehow. Oh, because after shipping and fees, there's $115 of value in Blame Game. That's crazy. What else is there? There's the new Strixhaven Is It Commander. There is the Ruthless Regiment from Ikoria, which seems like a stretch, but okay. I guess this deck you can turn a profit on. And then Tricky Terrain from Modern Horizons 3, which is the GOAT. Yo, MTG Ben, welcome. Thanks for being here. Off on a Monday. Congratulations. Feels good. Man, I wish I was off on this Monday. But I only work 9 to 5, so it's not too bad. Checking out Tricky Terrain, just getting the vibe check if this is actually like a good pickup before I pull the trigger on it. Try to Illusion. I'm so surprised that this card is actually still worth money. There's been so many reprints of cards that get you lands from your... Oh, I guess this is additional land each turn. Yeah, even still, this ability is just so common these days that I guess this card is played competitively, isn't it? It has some role in like Titan or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's probably why it's so pricey. Talon Gate, CEDH, probably played in Legacy. Scute Swarm, Remnant Excavator, Yavimaya. Yeah. This is fascinating. All right, so let's try it out. Tricky Terrain. So $76. Is that what it's on here? Market price is $62. Yeah, this might not actually be the pickup, which is too bad. Too bad that there just isn't the commander deck flips. It feels like that there were even like 6 months ago, relatively recently. But I don't know. There's still probably opportunities. Might just have to look in lower tiers. But this is fascinating. I love this tool. Yeah, relatively on topic here. Bloomborough collector boxes or Bloomborough boxes. Are you talking about commander decks? Bloomborough commander. What do these go for these days? 180 for sealed. Yeah, they've been more pricey in the past. My floor D video JR is basically 40 cents. Yeah, I set my mass price updater to be like 40 cents. Some stuff sells, a lot of stuff doesn't, and just sits in my inventory. I try to not list a lot of cards that are worth less than 40 cents too. Bloomborough play booster display. I should pull up the EV tool. Look at this scammer. Okay, so they're selling for like 150. Let me pull up that tool. This EV estimator. This is the Anon TCG EV estimator. So we can look up in real time, what is Bloomborough doing these days? Playbox, according to MTG Ben. Bloomborough tins. Oh my gosh. I forgot that was a thing. Oh my gosh, so many products. Bloomborough play. What the heck? This is kind of surprising to me. I don't know if anyone else is surprised that Bloomborough play booster boxes. Sif floor. Maybe somebody in chat can educate me on how to use these expected value tools, because frankly, you're up here and you see expected value 261, and I guess that's at market price. And then down here, it's like with a 25-cent floor, 109. Is that like TCG low? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, MTG Ben, I got over $300 on my box. Yeah, that's crazy. For a play booster box to have that much value in it, which I know there's like a number of CEDH uncommons and commons and whatever. And so, yeah, it's good stuff. Q's cardboard. So how do you personally math what you will make if you buy this with packing, shipping, etc.? Yeah. So going back to the buying a commander deck, breaking it open, I do a lot of rounding. I do a lot of rounding down on revenue, rounding up on costs. So that's why my min ROI needs to be 15%. The commission, I'm rounding up, on the fees, 15%. And then what's cool too about like Modern Horizons 3 Tricky Terrain is that it comes with a collector sample pack. And so by the time you get done selling the collector sample pack, and if you're calculating out at least 15% in fees and you're requiring at least 15% ROI, I have ended up generating a decent amount of cash. Like, it's worked out for me, but it is a little artsy and craftsy, not as much sciencey and mathsy, because I'm just like doing a lot of rounding, and then I go off of vibes and I buy stuff and I break it down and I sell it. I mean, in the past 6 months, I've broken down a bunch of Lord of the Rings, which I don't think that was very successful. I've broken down a bunch of Modern Horizons 3, which I think was quite successful. I've bought a few collections, which I think were quite successful. But altogether, it has been like massively successful. I've been so surprised at how much money I've made selling individual singles over the past like 6 months. To the point where I was doing like my own kind of finance accounting, and I was like adding up, all the money I've spent and how much I've made from selling cards and singles. And then when I was mathing it out, I was like, I swear I'm forgetting something. Like I'm netting a couple positive. I'm netting positive a couple thousand, but I swear I'm forgetting something. I forgot about the Marvel Superheroes collector booster boxes that I bought. So I had already like priced those out, but I'm still netting positive. And then a bunch of Marvel Superheroes collector booster boxes are going to come to my door that I'm going to sell, I think. So let's look at how those are doing. I can get you Tricky Terrain at 65 if that helps. Just let me know if you want. Would be, whoa, Q's, my brother. Yeah, I might take you up on that because my stock is getting a little. It's about time that I need to like open up the next thing or do the next thing. Marvel Collector. What the? Ladies and gentlemen, we got there. A pre-order price that is above MSRP. Incredible. Yeah. Okay, wait. Have you used TCG tracking? I started this week and I love it. D-Video JR, yes. I have started using TCG tracking just as of like a week ago or two. Somebody emailed me. Apologies if it's you and I like if you're in chat and I don't remember your name, but somebody emailed me about it and I was like, yeah, that seems sweet. And so yeah, tcgtracking.com. It's legit. I have only used it for a few envelopes so far, but it's pretty sick. Kashmir Fire came here for the education. Well, bless you. Welcome. How do you price collections before buying? Well, it's a good question. A lot of trust. People on Facebook Marketplace will scan their collection and they'll list it in, they have got 50 cards that are all worth, whatever, $500. And, I'll offer for a collection like that, I will offer like 70%. About 70% of market price. And when I see the collection, I'll flip through it and validate that the most expensive cards are there. But at the end of the day, I've trusted quite a few people. I've just like, take a look a little bit through, like, sweet, here's the cash. Thank you. See you later. There's also like quite a few great partnerships I've made where there's people who sell me their collections regularly now. Like they accumulate a bunch of cards and then they hit me up and sell, which is cool. And so I trust those guys and it feels good, easy transactions. I thought these had gone up more. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles play booster boxes. They sold on the Mayhem sale, and they've gone up since then, I guess. Interesting. All right. Xmurfax pointing out that the hype is catching up for Marvel superheroes. Yeah, how many more spoilers are even left for Marvel superheroes? Yo, Chris Gray, welcome. Yeah. It's junk listings. Is that the... Oh, I see. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Q's. It's crazy. This just wasn't a thing like a year ago. All these junk listings on TCG Player where people price like so far below market. Because this just doesn't make sense. I get it, Last Laugh. You're a new seller. Yeah, this is weird. Why would you... Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, 468. So yeah, I mean, these boxes are getting to like the 470s, whatever. They're going up. But yeah, Marvel Superheroes is really the talk of the town now. Marvel Superheroes spoilers. Let's see. This is the most recent spoilers. Bunch of commons, which means that we're close to the end of the set. Or has everything been spoiled? Gain 2 life, search your library for a basic, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Oh, it's 3 mana. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Marvel Superheroes release schedule. Spoilers. Dang it. Well, I'm not anywhere closer to finding. Somebody in the comment section should let me know. Gabriel Bradori. Capital, I bought a collection for 60% market value. Very nice. The rares are good value, but don't reach the price I paid. The commons seem to not be sought after. Do I just list for market price and forget? Yeah, you should email me as a question, and then I'll make a video about it. But I'll also just answer your question, which is, you can set and forget. It really depends. Like, the answer to all these questions are always like, it depends, which is pretty lame, but it depends. If you want the money quickly, you should not just set and forget. There are situations where it's like, it just makes sense to turn and burn. And if you need to liquidate cards, you want to sell as close to low as possible, sell them, get the cash. Sometimes you lose money on a collection this way. But sometimes having that cash and with a mistake, right? You made a mistake buying a collection that has no liquidity. So you have to sell it below market. You lose some money, but now you have the money so you can try again, right? Because if you set and forget, your money might be tied up for who knows how long. And then you can't buy another collection or whatever. Setting and forgetting is fine, especially if you're going to add inventory to your store, right? Like if you're growing the inventory that you have available to sell, the chances of the cart optimizer or whatever, of somebody wanting multiple cards from your shop and being willing to pay more above market or at market for them because they'll get them together, that chance goes up. Setting and forgetting is also like, sometimes cards go up in value and that's the way they move. But I know a lot of people that have like 10,000 plus cards listed in their inventory, but they're all junk and they're all at prices that won't sell. And I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's valuable and powerful if you want to get that big inventory that can make those big money sales. But I don't know. I've been quite successful. Like, this isn't what I do now. What I do now is I sell at market or above market and things slow. I let it ride. I just let it sit. But what I used to do was selling really close to low, and I would just turn and burn, and it was good. I still made good money. I made a lot of sales. So, there's different ways to go about it. Great questions, Gabriel. Sweet. I'll make sure I do it. Excellent. Can get a video going. Okay. Let's update some price trackers. Because, yes, Strixhaven is kind of flat, kind of down. Team NT, we saw that there's a couple of junk listings. It's really closer to like 470, 467 or whatever. Lorne Eclipsed is still mid. Let's see. Yeah, somebody was asking in the comment section of one of my videos, they're like, how did you get Team NT for $300? And the answer was Patreon programs. Hashtag not sponsors, but I can pull up my obligatory sheet of all the Patreon programs and show that off. But if you want to pre-order collector booster boxes at killer discounts, you want to figure out how you can be friends with some of these guys. I'm part of multiple of these right now. Hashtag not a sponsor. And it's good stuff. Saves me a lot of money when I'm pre-ordering collector booster boxes. MTG Ben, I'm the list everything type on eBay with $199 price floor with free shipping, but I do have cards all the way up to reserve list, so it's not all junk. Yeah. No, I mean it's like every healthy seller, every like big seller has some junk, right? And lots of good stuff. And they complement each other. They're like friends, like peanut butters and jelly. Yeah, I mean it's interesting because I've got a lot of cards that I wouldn't consider to be junk, but they're not moving. And I guess it's just like market price is too high or whatever, or I don't have enough inventory. Like there's just too many other sellers with more inventory than I do, so they bundle together and they get sales and I don't. I don't know, but I don't have a ton of like I only have like 2,000 active listings. It's like not very many, but it's just interesting how it goes. What the Avatar? Avatar and Spider-Man going up. And Edge of Eternities. God bless. Holy crap. Dragonstorm's going down? Maybe that's a junk listing. We'll check on that. Aether Drift's going up. Innistrad Remastered going up. My heavens. Yeah. It's really interesting. I've heard some people say that, and by some people I mean like other YouTubers say that once you have above like 10,000 listed, that 10,000 cards, that something magical happens. You just start being able to make lots of sales really easily at above market prices. I don't know. 350. And what was it? I guess I replaced it. Yeah. Yeah, Spider-Man's going up. Oh, but it's like might just be transient. Oh, that's such a terrible graph. This this Spider-Man price history. So many people bought, so this must have been when spoilers were coming out, but so many people bought these for $400, $500, $600 each. That's crazy. MTG Ben, I'm at 12,000 plus cards listed. I'm ready for the magic to happen. You're on eBay, right? That's wild. That is so many listings. Yeah, I feel like the magic should be happening at 12,000 plus cards. So that's, yeah, that's fascinating. I'm at 3 months in and only 440 sales. Huh. That's interesting. Do you use what is it? The chaos sorting system where you'll make like duplicate listings? I know that that's something that eBay has like shadow banned accounts for. It's a stretch. You probably don't, but something to watch out for if you're on eBay and you use one of these hardware software combinations that use chaos listing or chaos sorting. You'll make a bunch of listings of the same card, and if you do, eBay has a way to like kind of deprioritize all those listings or even your account. So you just got to watch out for that. Rob at RNG Games talked about it in a video a couple months ago. But eBay's legit. There's YouTuber. Who is he? Let me see if I can find him. Phantom. It's Phantom Cards. It's Phantom Cards. He sells some MTG, but he sells mostly Pokemon, I think. But this guy makes a bunch of content about selling on eBay, and it's pretty interesting. Something to check out. MDogs2 says, I'm low on sales this year. Yeah, I'm certainly not popping off on sales this year. I don't think I've noticed it as much as a lot of people, but in some of the Discords I'm part of, people are saying that they're low too. So you're not alone, MDogs2. Q says, Spider-Man Collector by far is my most embarrassing purchase. Kept buying the dip. Yes. I did buy a Marvel Spider-Man Collector Booster Box, and I sold it at some point. So I did like lose money on it or whatever, but I used the money for other things, and no regrets until it spikes up to $700. Then I'll kick myself. Yeah. Been slacking on buying bulk until I get my card mill. Yeah, card mill. Card mill is going to be so legit. For people who don't know, let me look it up. Card mill. This is going to be so legit. It's the competitor. Now it's the competitor to the Roca Sifter. But this thing looks sick. And I bought 2 of them. I Kickstarter pre-ordered 2 of these bad boys. I also bought a Roca Sifter. So I will find out. And I will certainly make lots of videos about what is legit and what works and whatever. Yeah, my body is also ready. I could go for some automated sifting, sorting in my life. Like, good heavens. Yeah, okay. Ben, how are you getting your cards? Yeah, that's a good question. Marketplace collections. Interesting. Yeah, we need Ben as a special guest to explain eBay, selling on eBay. Economy is tough. MDogs 2 points out some socioeconomic realities. I have a Misty Rainforest Dragon Scale, but yet to sell it. LGS offered me peanuts compared to TCG or Card Kingdom. Yeah. 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 What does that go for? Sounds like fascinating. Misty Rainforest. It's probably the most expensive copy out there, right? Yep. Yeah, game stores just won't offer much, like ever. Which is, they're right. But yeah, I have friends who sell a bunch of their cards to game stores, and I've told them, I'm like, I'll buy your stuff for 70%. And then they're like, nah, I'll just sell it to my local game store. It's like, okay, fine, dude. Yeah. Marketplace as well. Marketplace, the best source, is just inconsistent. I agree. Facebook Marketplace is legit. You live by it, you die by it. But wow. Misty Rainforest Dragon Scale is the 3rd most expensive special guest card ever made. That's legit. Gosh, it'd be so cool to have these in decks. There's like so many cool cards to own. It's kind of a problem. Yeah. What up, folks? PPMB2KY is here. Never sold online yet. Yeah, selling online is not hard. It is not hard to click on this button at the top right and sell a portal and then just go for it. Or sell on eBay. eBay is cool too. I don't know what starting in eBay is like these days, because I started eBay back in like 2009 or whatever. Has Rudy's shorts sold you on Premier card grading yet? Well, even before his shorts, I got like kind of sold on it. I've graded like 4 or 5 cards of Premier card grading, and only one of them is still in its... Well, okay. Only one of them I still own and is inside of its slab, and that's this. A Phyrexian Obliterator that's an etched and complete or whatever. And it's sick. It's a cool card, and it's a cool slab. And I just own it now. I don't know. I like it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Okay, speaking of which, that's pretty funny. Oh yeah, eBay has benefits over TCG Player. I agree. eBay, like if you want to, well, the way Rob explains it with RNG Games, hashtag not a sponsor, but you should go check out Rob's channel, is that eBay is like having a real storefront where you're able to sell things for real money and real prices, while TCG Player is like bulk, like wholesale pricing, just quickly sell stuff, quickly get rid of stuff. And so Rob highly recommends making an eBay. which I know I talked more about TCG Player. I've really enjoyed TCG Player. I like TCG Player, but eBay's a excellent tool. Oh, interesting. I've never seen this Thoughtcast before. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, what the heck? Is this a reference to a meme? Maybe it'll just not load. Anyway, I have an exciting announcement, which is that, as promised a week ago, my Discord is live. It is live and available, and I'm going to get a link that has no limit and will not expire. And I'm going to copy that link and share it in chat. And if I did this right, you can now join my Discord. We'll just let that sink in for a little bit. Yo, Gabriel, man, that's so nice. Email sent. Let's talk about flipping collections. You're the man. Appreciate it, man. That is very, very generous. All right. People are joining. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, yes. Exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. I think my viewership is like 1 to 3% female. So, oh no, MTG Ben. Well, this is awkward. Man, it's just cool to see people come on in. We got a Discord, and the hope is that this will be a great place to facilitate skills and knowledge for being successful buying and selling Magic the Gathering. That is the goal. That is the key purpose. I guess I should write that mission statement down somewhere. But the hope is that this will be an excellent tool for everybody, whether you're new or old or whatever, experienced, inexperienced. It's not working for anyone else. What the? Ben, we've got like a number of people. But let me see. I click on it. Let me try again. Let me try it again. Chris Gray, love it. Thank you. Thank you. That is the goal. Oh, unusual join activity. Yes, I know. Thank you, Discord, for letting me know that people are joining the server. Oh, okay, invite to server. Copy link. I'm shadow banned. Ben, no. Is that the exact same link? No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Just copy the link and post it to Discord. I'll just post the link in my Discord. Yeah, baby. I'm not going to be content until MTG Ben is there. And if MTG Ben is any other name in Discord besides MTG Ben, I'm going to... Oh, clicking the link doesn't work. Oh, so you got to like copy and paste it or something like that. Well, that's lame. But thank you. That's a good tip. Add server, then post the link. Oh. Huge. The Dark Bite official coming in clutch. Saving us. Saving us all. So here's the question for the people that are buyers, sellers, traders, vendors, graders, whatever. Is that our Foundations Jumpstart booster boxes just the obvious pickup? There's a video. Let me find it. There's a video from... Oh, what's his name? Bronze God. 321. Let me find it. Where he is basically like, Oh, wow. Bronze God's talked to like everyone cool on his Sunday. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the video. I'm going to post it in. Here we go. Recommended vids. Yeah. I'm going to post it on Discord, but also post it in this chat. These box EVs can't be right, can they? Yeah, Q's. That's a good question. So. Oh, I mean, so here's something weird is it says with the sifting floor, if you get 25 cents plus, it's $151, and then 50 cents plus, it's $98. So something happens, something wild happens when you exclude the 25-cent cards, which is pretty sus. I don't know, Q's, if this is lift. The expected values are much lower. EV sources, TCG low 91, TCG market 201. So somewhere between the low and market, something's going on. Trent D4E says, I opened up a case of Foundations when it came out. I guess money was okay, but it took forever to sort because there's so many cards. I'll never do it again. So the video I shared above is Bronze God, who's like a big seller. And I guess he's not that big. He says he sells like 30 to 40 grand of cards a year, which is good, which is great. But I don't know. I just compare it to some other people that sell like so much more. And he's going to open up a ton of these. And what's unique about this is a product that's like readily available from distribution. I mean, let me look up on eBay what you can get these for. I imagine you can probably get them for the same price that you could get them on a Patreon program. Foundations, Jump, Start, Booster Box. Yeah, let's search live. Oh, it's a little. Oh no, here we go. $80. Yeah, $80. Are these legit sellers? Yeah, what is 534 divided by 6? Mathematicians. 534 divided by 6. $89. Yeah, that's not the deal I want. I want $80 a box. Take it or leave it. Okay, fine. It looks like the Patreon programs will get you a better deal than just buying off of eBay, which, that's fine. That's fine. I'll copy and paste the EV that I'm getting for this box in Discord. Yes, thank you. Here we go. And I can just like share it. Yeah, that's a lot lower. See, I'm not buying this because of this. This like conflicting information is what scares me so much. And I think it should probably scare all of us. But it's so frustrating how hard it is to get an accurate expected value. So profits after fees per display. Oh. Okay. That's profits. $50 profit is the mid. That's not the worst. I mean, yeah, like what is Caesar is home. That's really funny, MTG bin. Yeah, $50 per box is not bad, especially if you're only spending. But that's the mid, the low is like $2. Yeah. Anyway, this might be interesting for somebody trying to grow their collection or whatever that doesn't have access to Q's Cardboard's deals on Commander decks. No, Q's, that does help. Thank you for sharing. Oh no, XMurfX shared it too. I opened a case of Foundations Jumpstart. Oh no, I already read that. Do we have data on previous Jumpstart boxes? Something to compare this to? Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, we can look up previous Jumpstart in here, but oh man, Marvel Jumpstart. I wonder what Jumpstart 2022 EV is like. Expected value. Wow. 220. And how much do these things go for? Jumpstart 2022. Like 150 or whatever. So in theory, that is so crazy. Why is this true? I wish, you know what I love, not just because Chris is here, but what I love about toploader.io is that it shows you the cards. It shows you the cards that you're like kind of betting the farm on, which I guess, okay, fine. This tool shows you the cards too and helps you see that Ristic Study is like a significant percent of the expected value that you could get. Fascinating. What are the cards for? Yeah, this Jumpstart. Oh, Scythe Cat Cub. Yeah, rare $30 rares. Nice. And $10 uncommons. Yeah. Yeah, classic. I think Stomping Grounds was selling them for cheap. Ooh. Yeah, let's check out Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds. Weekly special. Come on, Stomping Grounds. What you got? You got MetaZoo. Sick. MetaZoo for $45, man. Oh, brutal. Okay. Let's see. I'll just look up Jumpstart in general. Curious what there is. Wow. Yep. Foundations Jumpstart. Yeah, that was a good call. Who's that? Boston Collectibles. Great call, because no Patreon required. You can get Jumpstart for $83, which is basically the distribution price. Yeah, fascinating. Does profit include shipping? Yeah, great question, Q's. I don't know. Profit after fees per display. I don't know. But if we just work our way up, the gross, like display EV gross, if it's like mid is 148, yeah, I don't know. It gets kind of complicated after fees and stuff. It gets complicated. I'm gonna wave my hands. That's what they say in PhD economics routes when you just like aren't willing to explain something. You just wave your hand. $50 for how many hours it takes to sort, send, ship sounds so rough. Yeah, that might be true. I believe, I don't know if this is a fact. I believe that I spend about 15 hours a week on this side hustle and not making YouTube videos, just on like packing cards and stuff like that. And then I net like, I don't know, it's like hundreds of bucks a month, like up to $1,000 a month. So 60 hours for $1,000 is pretty good, right? It's more than $10 an hour, but which would be bad, but it's probably like less than 15 an hour. So yeah, not incredible, but pretty cool way to monetize time that you would otherwise just be like watching Netflix or something like that. But yeah, definitely not crazy money. If I can sell my Phyrexian Dreadnought and Rishadan Port, I'll buy that card mill. Yeah. Yes. That's the goal, MTG Ben. Gubu Hobby has Foundations Jumpstart for $80 plus shipping. PPMB2KY. You're the man. You've got the oh, sick. Man, I am so stoked about people joining the Discord. I'm going to be advertising it every YouTube video now, unless I forget. And I'm just excited to hopefully grow a useful community that's a tool. A bunch of tools. Just kidding. No, there will be a tool for people to improve their MTG selling, buying, etc. experience. What singles do you think are a good deal these days? Speaking mostly as a collector. Yeah, that's a great question. I love that question, but I get in trouble answering that question because I don't know, I get in trouble because I start wanting to buy stuff. What I think is going to be, so this is what I'm thinking about right now. What I'm thinking about right now, Marvel superhero spoilers, is of course Marvel superheroes. And what I think about is how kind of BA these cards are. I think these cards are going to hit different. I think people are going to want to collect these. They're going to want to slab these. They're going to want to, they're going to want to have these cards. And I think that the price of these cards, especially in their like premier foil treatment and stuff like that, is just going to be premier. I think these cards are going to be expensive coming out of the gate. But that means that what are the cards that people aren't thinking about that could be like going down in price or just like not be going up in price? And I think it's going to be these Final Fantasy full arts, extended arts. So for myself as a collector, I think that it might be getting close to the time to pick these up. Maybe that time's passed, like if you check out the buy history and stuff like that, but it's just interesting to me thinking about like, okay, the hype, people aren't freaking out about Final Fantasy now. So is it the time to move in and collect Final Fantasy instead of collecting what the new hotness is, which is going to be Marvel? But yeah, I think these cards are going to hit different. And these cards hit different a year ago, but now they're not in the limelight anymore. So they might be a good pickup. Maybe. I don't know. I'll still look at prices. Some of these are still like so expensive. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Foundations Jumpstart has so many cards in it. That's hard. Can't wait for the Roka Sifter to come out and the card mill to come out. What's so frustrating, I love the card mill. I think this thing is sweet. It doesn't come out until like December, which the original plan for it to come out was it was going to come out last year, December. So yeah, struggle. This is new. Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. Man, I love this movie. Shang-Chi movie. All right. What's going on in chat? I've sold so many cards from Edge of Eternities. If you can get it for $26, there's definitely value there. Fascinating. You're talking Y2K cards. Y2 cards. You're talking about the collector booster boxes for $26 or getting a pack or something like that. Q's cardboard. Nothing tilts me like Kickstarter. What do you mean? What could possibly tilt you about a platform that doesn't guarantee you anything except that the creators will guarantee you the world? The people selling the stuff are like, I promise I'm going to get you all the good stuff. And then they end up having to roll it back because they just made promises that they couldn't keep. Like, what could possibly tilt you about that? Oh, you can still check out Kickstarter for... Oh, come on. Don't make me verify myself on stream. Yeah, Kickstarter is a disaster. But I have now kickstarted a couple different trading card game related products, including Card Mill. # not a sponsor. But I'm excited for my Card Mill. I think it's going to work out. But the thing about Kickstarter is you can back stuff and just not get it. Like, they could just be like, flip me off and say, nope, nothing for you. And I'd say like, okay, I'm just out like $900. Like, that can totally happen. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could happen. And that's just the crazy thing about Kickstarter. Oh, Edge of Eternity's commander decks. Oh, that's what Y2 Cards is talking about. If you can get it for $26, get one of the commander decks, Edge of Eternity's commander. Because these are available at distribution. And I think they're like relatively cheap. Let me let's see. Let's see. Let me check what the prices are like for Edge of Eternity's commander deck sets for some of the Discord or Patreon programs I'm part of. Oh, for 4 decks, you can get it for like $120. So $60 for 2 decks, $30 a deck. And then what is the expected value? Sealed. Is it going to be in the sealed section? Edge of Eternity's commander. Set of 2. Here we go, for a case. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Low market. I see. I think I'm starting to understand now. Okay. So yeah, if you saw at market price, there might be real money here, which surprises me. I thought that these were kind of dead in the water. I don't know if the price has gone up recently or if I was just wrong about that the whole time. Let's see. What about Lord of the Ring commander displays? Do you think it's a good idea to get some before Hobbit comes out? Yeah, Thomas Selena. There's a lot of people that are very confident that these Lord of the Rings commander decks are going to go up in value. I believe that's true. There's also talk about potentially another restock of these, so the price could go down in the short term. I don't know. To me, it's just... This is the kind of thing that people like 6 months from now could be like, oh, it was so obvious. It was so obvious. Everybody knew you should buy Lord of the Ring commander deck sets. It was so obvious. But like, no, like here today in June of 2026, it's not obvious because like there could be a restock where the price goes down. And then I guess besides that, the price will probably just go up. I mean, the price even just like a few months ago was like basically $300. So I don't know. For me, it's just not interesting enough for me to like invest in right now. But yeah, Q's points out these were available at $180. It was obvious. Yeah. Forge and Fire launched new sale tonight, including these at $26 each. Also, other bad commanders. Really? Q's has got all the good info. How do we repay you for all of the kindness? Forge and Fire. Sale, sale, sale. Oh, they raised their price a little bit for their collector booster by $10, but you can still get these for $460. Whoa, you can get Edge of Eternities for just $120. Man, hashtag not a sponsor. Forge and Fire Gaming. Oh, Bloomborough for $130. That's good, especially with that expected value we were just looking at. Maximum purchase 1 unit. Okay. Yeah, there definitely are. Oh wow, yeah. There's set of 2 Edge of Eternity's commander decks for $54. So yeah, 27 each. Yeah, this is probably a great pickup. But I wonder, no, I don't want to add it to my cart. I wanted to see how many you let me add to my cart. Maximum purchase 4 units. Why is it so good? So many good deals out there. Um, what do you think about specking on Jeweled Lotus? Can only use it in Commander, can only be used once. You only cast your Commander theoretically should be unbanned at some point. Let me show you what I think about this. Will also, I guess, be kind of a reveal that I'm not in a wheelchair, which is a pretty good meme. But let me show you what I think about specking on Jeweled Lotus. 1 second. This is what I think about specking on Jeweled Lotus. I think this isn't like tons. There's like, I don't know, like 70 or something like that. I've got 70 copies. I did have more. At one point I had like 200 or something like that. I spec'd on Jeweled Lotus. I spent thousands on Jeweled Lotus during the Black Friday sale of 2025, anticipating that it would get unbanned early this year. So I was wrong about that. And when it didn't get unbanned, I looked into it, and I don't know if it's ever going to get unbanned, to be honest. I think it's a risky pickup. Yeah, Q's cardboard. Next giveaway will be Jeweled Lotuses. Yes, that's a great idea. That'll be the reward for yeah. No, I love it. So yeah. Yeah, I own a bunch of Jeweled Lotuses, and I've sold a bunch of them to Card Kingdom buy lists. Was pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's risky. I don't know. I don't think the Commander committee people are actually interested in unbanning Jeweled Lotus. Like, I agree. I think it should get unbanned as a player. As a Magic player, I'm like, put it on the whatever list. Like, Commander CEDH is already so degenerate. Commander is such a social game that's focused on fun. Once you get to, like, have you seen those shorts or reels or TikToks or whatever of people doing a Commander game, and it lasts like 60 seconds? It's like a speed run of a CEDH game, and people win on just like turn 1, turn 2, whatever. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like kind of dumb because people are like, oh, good game, good game. It's like, what do you mean good game? You like land, pass, land, bunch of artifacts, pass, land, dark ritual, artifact, demonic tutor, and then I win. And it's like, how is that a good game? How is that a good game? I don't know. I don't know. So that's just me. I'm not, and so anyways, what's unbanning Jeweled Lotus going to do? Make some play groups that like playing with all the hardest, like most intense cards, have another intense card to play with, and then do nothing for everybody else? I don't know. Anyways, I disagree fundamentally with the Commander committee, and like, I don't know, some of their ways they think about Commander, because it's a social game that you kind of create the rules with the people you're playing with. So the ban list is like a little, I'm not against the ban list in general. I think the ban list is a good tool to signal what cards are just like not, I don't know, not good to play with. Things like Sundering Titan, I get it. I understand why it's banned, but I don't think Jeweled Lotus should be banned. It's not even that good in my opinion. But yeah, Library of Alexandria is banned, and it's nowhere nearly as powerful as Heuristic Study. Library of Alexandria is pretty sick. I wish it was unbanned. How much does... I would love to own one. I've only played it in Vintage Cube. Alexandria. Yeah, look, it's just like $1,000. Whatevs. Heavily played, $1,000. Did somebody buy one on the sale? Yep. Good job. Whoever you were that got your 8%, I salute you. Yeah, sick card. You can draw the... Yeah. The problem with Library of Alexandria is it can go in every deck, where Heuristic Study can just go in blue decks. it's also Library of Alexandria is like an incredibly powerful, like I might, long story short, I think I'm just disagreeing with your take that Rhystic Study is better than Library of Alexandria, although I understand where you're coming from. I think Rhystic Study is busted in Commander, obviously. Library of Alexandria, you don't have to pay any mana for it, and every deck can play it. But at the same time, you can say the same thing about like Mana Vault is a card that could go in every Commander deck, but it doesn't. And you know why? Because it's expensive. It's expensive. People don't want to pay for a Library of Alexandria. People don't want to pay for way cheaper cards than this. So you could unban a Library of Alexandria and it wouldn't do anything to it wouldn't ruin Commander because people aren't going to pay for this card. I guess people proxy, but I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh at that point. Yeah, I feel like CEDH is basically already Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive, but I watch those videos and it makes me feel like, okay, the game is basically won before it even begins. Okay, I've got one more announcement, then I got to go. I do have, as of today, a Patreon. And the Patreon gets you access to the full Discord. And the upper level Patreon gets you access to my monthly Patreon exclusive Q&A live streams, which will be very similar to these live streams, but more interactive. And so if you want full access to the Discord, I'm posting my Patreon link there, which might not work, just like the Discord link didn't work, but alas, no pressure, just a way to support the channel. And, it's a good time. It's a good time, y'all. Thanks for logging in. Thanks for watching, and have a great night. I'm logging off. I'm going to bed. We'll see you later.